Hello and welcome. Today we're doing another question from LeetCode 75, a playlist we've been doing, and I have that whole playlist linked down below if you do want to follow along or just check it out. So what is this question? We are given an array of integers and we want to return true if the number of occurrences of each value in the array is unique, or false if it's not. So example 1, this is our input over here. We see that 1 appears 3 times, 2 appears twice, and 3 appears just once. So each occurrence of those values is unique. So we can output true. Example 2, we have 1, 1, but we also only have 1, 2. The frequencies aren't unique, they both are 1, so we output false. And example 3, this is our input over here. Now, how would we do this, right? We see that we have 1, -3, so we're just gonna go ahead and start keeping counts of this. So as I iterate through all the numbers in my array, I'm keeping counts. So far I've seen 1, -3. I go to my next number. I see 1, 0, I see 1, 1, and I see another -3 now, so that count is gonna go up to 2. I see 3 more 1s over here, so we're gonna up that count by 3 as well. Now I have 1 more -3, a 10, and finally another 0. So now I have all the counts for every single number I've seen in my list. We know how many times it occurs. So let's go ahead and code this part up first. What we're gonna do is initialize a default dictionary to store all these counts, which means I'm gonna import from collections. So from collections, import a default dictionary. And all a default dictionary is a regular dictionary with default values already present. So I'm gonna define this to be counts, and this is going to be a default dictionary of integers. That means by default, every single key in this dictionary will have a value of 0. So now once we loop through our inputs, so for number in our array, we are just going to increase the count of our number that we come across. So counts of number plus equals 1. Now, once we go out of this for loop, we basically just perform that logic over here, looping through and increasing the counts for our dictionary. These are the keys and these are the values. Now what we want to do is take all of these values, so counts.values, and get a list of all of those values. So list of counts of values. Now this is going to be a list of all the occurrences that we have. So how many times did every single key occur? Well, this is going to just be a list of all these values over here. So right now, occur is just going to be a list of 3, 2, 4, and 1. Now, we want to make sure we have unique occurrences, and if we want anything to be unique, what can we use? We can use a set, and if you are unfamiliar with what a set is, all it is a data structure meant to store unique values. So all we want to do is convert our list into a set. This way, the set is going to get rid of any duplicate values that we have and see if it has the same length as our current list over here. If it does, then we know every value in our original list was unique because the set also has that same length. But if it's not, then we are going to return false. The set got rid of some duplicates. So all we need to do is return whether or not the length of occur equals the length of a set of occur. So what is the length of occur right now? That's going to be 4. And converting this into a set, this is going to be our set over here. It has no duplicates in here. And this also has a length of 4. So since these are equal, we are going to return true, right? 4 is equal to 4. If that wasn't the case though, say our input also had an extra number of 8. So we had a key of 8 with a value of 1, which means our list of values would also have 1 over here. Occur would have another 1. At this point, once we convert this into a set, we would still have 3, 2, 4, 1, but the length of occur would be 5, and these wouldn't be equal in length. So we would output false. And that is all we really need to do. So let's go ahead and submit this. And it is accepted. Now talking about space and time complexity, for time we do iterate over every single number in our input. So this is going to be O of n if there are n elements in our input. And for space, we do make a dictionary with all of our keys. So say every single number just appeared once, we would have an individual key for every single number that we come across. Which means if we have n elements in our input, we would have n elements in our dictionary. So space is also going to be O of n. Now we just went ahead and solved unique number of occurrences, but if you have any questions with this whatsoever, the code, the logic, implementation, anything, let me know down below. I will answer all of them. And if this video was helpful, like, comment, share, subscribe. It really supports the channel. And as always, I will see you in the next one.